looking to get back on track. And that's all you can do is one match at a time, one period at a time, 1 minute at a time. Rowe did a really good job there. He kind of lost focus a little bit there in the middle of the match, late in the second period, early in the third, but regained it quickly, got right back to his stuff, and got Presbyterian back on track a little bit.
Now at 197, we've got Ryan Stein for Chattanooga's Mocs and George Hopkins for the Blue Hose. Stein is wrestling up, if I'm not mistaken, at 197, usually competes at 184. 0-5 in his career. Hopkins 0-17, so somebody can get their first ever win at the NCAA level. Stein, a redshirt freshman from Latham, New York. His prep at Shaker High School. Hopkins is from Columbus, Georgia.
Stein, another guy that's going to be looking for his underhooks. This is where he wants to be. Over-under position. I'm not sure. Hopkins might be good here too, but I know Stein, this is one of his better positions. If you can get an attack off that, as that guy's clearing that, you can get really good there, get some offense off of it that you'd like to see. Sometimes guys just dig a hook or work for an over-under position just to be in a tie. You'd like to see, nice drag there to a snatch single. Exceptional job, finishing on your feet. You see a lot of guys try to finish that on the mat, try to bring it down to the mat. Stein does a really good job of finishing on his feet there and securing the takedown. And on his ride right away, working that Blair ride where he's getting that wrist on his hip, breaks him down, popping that elbow forward, not letting him build. Doing a really good job on top so far.
Quick 25 seconds of ride time. 1 minute left in the first period. 3-0 Stein leading Hopkins.
Again, these bigger guys, if you can get good at snatch singles and not getting underneath a guy, especially Stein, wrestling up a weight class. Snatch single, not dropping to his knees, not getting underneath a guy that's bigger than you. Getting a snatch single. No, if he doesn't get that nice claw tilt here, if he doesn't get that, no harm, no foul. That's okay. It's easy to get out of. If you're underneath a guy, especially bigger than you, it's a little bit harder to get out of. Stein does a good job of staying in on it and finishing it. He doesn't seem to care that he's wrestling up tonight. He came out ready to go.
Yeah, quick lead. You'd think he was wrestling down.
Yeah. And to be honest, I'm pretty sure he was a heavyweight in high school. He lost some weight coming into college, gained some muscle.
You nailed it. He competed at 215 in New York. He was a two-time section champion. An impressive 33-3 record under Brandon Guthrie at Shaker High.
Really hard worker. He's another guy that has had some trouble with injuries, as you can see by the knee brace and the shoulder brace. But he's a hard worker, both in the classroom and on the wrestling mat. Those are the type of guys Kyle really likes to recruit. Coach Rochelle really likes to recruit. And it's nice to see him getting an opportunity in the starting lineup. Again, 4 in a row, freshman. You're starting to notice a theme, a very young team of guys who wrestle really, really hard.
It just makes sense for Stein to be a competitor. His father wrestled at Edinboro, and he's had this kind of success for a long time. Wrestled as the runner-up for the 2022 USMC Junior Greco-Roman National Championships, so lots of talent. And up 7-0, losing some ride time, though, here in the second.
Really good changeover there. He was being pulled. He gets a stall call, gets a point. Being pulled in one direction, it kind of switches things by hitting that changeover and getting that guy to the opposite side. Obviously, Hopkins is really good at riding on the right side of the body. If you can change over and get him on a side where he's uncomfortable, he's not used to, it's a little bit easier to get off bottom.
90 seconds to go in our second period, 8-0 Stein. Hopkins also was really successful in prep, placed 5th at the Georgia State Championships at 195. He also loves soccer. I'm a big fan of the beautiful game myself.
Good job by Stein, getting to his feet, staying on his feet, securing hand control. Another position that's really hard for young guys, 1, and 2, he's wrestling up a weight class. Another stall call. Good job by Stein, digging that hook, driving him out of bounds, making him look bad. The ref has to make a call there, either action or stalling on one of the guys. Stein does a good job at getting that stall call, getting another stall point.
Stein a 10-0 lead, 51.7 to go in our second.
Like to see him get right back to that hook, right back to his drag, snatch single. Good job getting his head, hands in the way. Shuck, very nice shuck. Get him going one way and shuck him through. Nice takedown. Looks like he might get that first college victory. Knock on wood.
Yeah, and in style at that.
Yep.
13-0, 25 to go in our second.
Get back to that Blair ride. Get that elbow on his hip. Nice. Run him flat.
Second period in the bag, 13-0 Ryan Stein. In the meet, the Mocs lead the Blue Hose 14-4. Stein is looking to contribute a few points of his own here in the third.
Hopkins choosing top. He had some success there in that early on in that second period. Stein needs to just do exactly what worked to get him out. He needs to work to that quad pod stand up. His changeover is good. Stay on his feet here. Continue to fight hand control. Stay in bounds. Get your feet. Hold your ground here. Hold your ground. Don't let him walk out. He gets his escape.
That's a free point right there on the edge.
Yeah, Hopkins kind of relaxed there, and I guess he didn't realize his foot was still in bounds. Stein didn't even realize he got out.
I have a feeling we're going to run out of time to cover this, but both redshirt freshmen. Hopkins is seeing a ton of time. Is that good for his development long term?
It can be. It kind of depends on where you're at. I think anytime you're getting opportunities, it can be a good thing. Stein, like to see him get back to that single, back to his snatch single. Yeah, if you're ready to go, well, one, if you're the only guy there and there's nobody really else to step up, you got to be the guy. Back to his shuck. Nice wrestling, really nice wrestling. Tech fall out of Stein. Pumps up this crowd. Looked very good there.
Ryan Stein, congratulations. His first ever collegiate win for the Chattanooga Mocs, and a tech fall, 17-0 over George Hopkins. Really impressive. We'll have the big boys and see more of the Mocs and the Blue Hose when we come back.